show, and there is just banger after banger. So let's jump straight into the first one, which is the PS5 Linux loader by The Flow. It now has added support for PS5 back consoles, running all the way up from 3.00 to 6.02 firmware. So this is absolutely amazing. So before, this was only up to the 4.x firmware, so we saw a couple of 5.x and one 6.02 firmware that has been added to this. And then down here at the bottom, it gives you a little bit more details on that, especially for those of you that might want to try the M.2 support. But if we come over here to the releases, we can see that right here at 4 hours ago, 2.1 drop, and it added 5.00, 5.02, and then 5.10, and then just a few hours before that was adding in 5.50, 6.00, and 6.02. So yeah, big, huge updates because now Linux is available to so many more folks. Now, if you want to go ahead and get set up with Linux, I do have a full tutorial here that I released showing you how to install it step by step, so I'll leave this in the description below. Next up, we've got an update over here from EchoStretch that he stated that Kstuff 12.xx is done. No ETA yet, but it's coming. I just want to fix a few things with Kstuff first. So here we are on Kstuff Lite 1.04. Obviously, with this release, it currently only goes up to 12.0, but right here, he has it working with 12.20, and we'll just scroll through these images. There is a 12.40, and we've got a 12.60 here, and there is the last one at 12.70. So what's great with this is obviously once this is released, we will be able to run like our fake packages and so forth. Now, I know this is already exciting enough, but we did get an update over here from Syscro, and in this example, they are showing off GoldHen running on a PlayStation 5. Now, it states down in here with the message saying something starts to shine and then no ETA, win. So we heard from Chameleon on this one, and anyways, I think everybody's pretty excited to check this out, and so hopefully this will be released pretty soon. So going from some really great news with Linux working on these new 5.x and 6.x, as well as seeing Kstuff being done, a brand new version of GoldHen, we now can see that it looks like there may be something that comes out of this post that I talked about a week ago here on the channel by Nathan Fargo, which says it is a use after free in CSS spot face set status and CSS spot face pump. Now, we saw this message over here from Discord, and I went to verify that this was legit, and it was, but this one's from Zeko, and he states here, in case people were wondering if Nathan's vulnerability was real or not, and then he says it's real, and it's not patched in the latest firmware source code. So this obviously is something that is going to be interesting. We absolutely do not know, so don't quote me that this is going to be something amazing, but it is looking very, very promising. So as always, as the days and the weeks go by, we will know a little bit more on that. Next up, I did want to go ahead and make a call out again to this brand new version of remote Lua loader that allows you to use an Artemis engine game like one of these down here, along with patience to jailbreak your PlayStation 5. Now, I did a video on this just the other day of how to set up patience to jailbreak with a Lua-based game to unpatch the BDJB, in case you want to take a look at this. But yeah, I was able to do this without purchasing Star Wars Racer Revenge. Now, one thing I do want to call out is that I did already have this Lua game, so there's still a little bit of a barrier, and that's just until they get this thing implemented with the YouTube jailbreak, which I think will be coming pretty soon. Now, one other thing that I noticed was that those of you that were setting this up manually, which is exactly what I did over here in my video, there is a tool that I saw that is available, and it's by a person called MakerLS, and it says P2JB even easier. It says a very simple app that nobody had made before, requires having the physical Lua game or demo previously installed on the PlayStation 5, as well as having the corresponding modified save data on the PS5. But they gave a link right over here where you can download it, and if we just open this up, it basically just takes some of that command line configuration that you need to do just out of it. So you just punch in your IP address, and it looks like it just takes care of it. Obviously, in all of these instances, I recommend that you have a little bit of caution before running them, but it's always kind of neat to see all of these new kind of tools pop up as soon as a jailbreak comes out. So that's definitely why I wanted to include it. Now, heading back to the original topic here of unpatching BDJB, obviously the advantage of doing this is that you would no longer have to wait 2 hours to run Patience to Jailbreak if you have a PlayStation 5 up to 12.00. And while I showed a couple of ISO images that you could use, I didn't want to go ahead and just call out a few others here. Now, this is the one that I did show in the episode, and it's just called PS5 BDJB Autoloader. And if we go back to the main page of this, we can see that this one just has a very nice user interface. You can also auto-load different L files and so forth. But again, this is by the same person that has made several of these, which is its PLK. Now, I did see that Stone Modder has been working with Sonic, and they have released something called Sonic Loader 1.56, and this one has another very nice interface. So yeah, we're just now starting to see some of the really cool creative options that folks have, and even this is a cyberpunk theme of the autoloader. So anyways, I'm absolutely loving all of the different options. I probably will be reviewing some of these on the channel not too long from now, so if you just head over to the releases, you can just go ahead and pick whichever one you want, like the Cyberpunk ISO, and then just burn this with something like Image Burn. Next up, I thought I would include this post that I saw from Zeko, and it was a PS5 Ubuntu 26.04 image with the latest and greatest kernel 7.05 compiled the 17th of May 2026. So what's really nice about this image here is that going back into the PS5 Linux loader, in the instructions down here, they talk about how you can get an image and then going over here and then compiling that image and building it from scratch. Well, in this instance over here from Zeko, you can just download this and you are completely ready to go. So anyways, very handy, and I thought this might come in helpful to some of those that watch the channel here. I did want to mention this PS5 exFAT builder that I saw making the rounds today. So this says you can build PS5 exFAT and fake package game images, backport patch, manage, convert, and rename. So obviously you can use these exFAT with things like shadow mount, and there may or may not be some speed increases and a few other things. But anyways, I thought that I would include this in case you want to build some of your own exFAT game images. Okay, so that is going to do it for this one. Thank you so very much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Michael